My first impression of Walkathon was that it would be like any other corporate event. A full day activity where people would walk, share a few experiences, make a few connections, and go back home with the sense of having done something differently. When I spoke to someone who had already been on a previous event, they told me that it was something that everybody should experience. So I was very curious when I signed up. What I didn't realize then was that was how it would challenge me and how deeply it would stay with me. I was definitely in for a surprise. From the moment we arrived at the campgrounds, the briefing was very clear. It was about presence. It was about walking together and being there for each other. The first day was mostly winding roads and long paths. It seemed pretty simple in the beginning, but I promise you it wasn't. The sun was relentless, the inclines were deceptive, and the distances were longer than they appeared. By lunch, I had lost a bit of my confidence, and just when I thought that I was settling in, it became even more challenging. We were suddenly walking through valleys, we were walking through hills. Each step was heavier and I was getting shorter of breath. I wasn't prepared, not physically, not mentally, and I wasn't alone. Many of us were suddenly finding it difficult to carry on regular. I mean, we struggled when we were walking through the normal roads, but the spirit of the group kept us together. Encouragement came from all sides. People shared their water, shared funny stories, kept our morals high. They cracked jokes to keep our spirits up. The support that came from everyone was the highlight of the day. By the end of the day, I was sore and exhausted. I was not sure how I was going to continue on day 2. The second day was the most challenging by far. It started out with a winding path and ended at a checkpoint. What came after was a total surprise. With the help of guides, we suddenly entered into steep valleys, slippery slopes, a terrain that was not something that you would see in a nature documentary. It was dense foliage. It felt like we were in a completely different environment, a raw and untamed environment. The terrain pushed us to our limits, but the amazing part was everyone kept it together. We had volunteers at the front and the back of the group who encouraged people to keep their spirits high, who helped people, who stayed with people who were a little slow, pushed them, encouraged them to finish the day's walk. By the end of the day, everyone was a changed person. By the third day, it was child's play for us. Our minds had become stronger, our bodies had adapted, our spirits were high. We went through the next day's walk very quickly, not because the path was easier, but because we started enjoying ourselves. We quickly soaked in the views, we shared stories, had a good lunch, and we were enjoying the night sky. The bonds that we built over those 3 days were unlike anything that I had experienced in a typical work setting. Through shared struggle, through sweat, through pain, titles didn't matter. All that mattered was that you showed up and who was there for you when you needed it the most. This walkathon showed me my limits and my fears and my capacity to push through all that and come out a different person. Maveric helped me become a better version of myself, not through grand gestures, but through quiet realization that people are beyond titles and deadlines.